Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 54 to my Let's Play, or to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. We're going to be talking to the Christmas themed Toad for a while, and we're going to see kind of what happens with him. Here's what happened. It just says right behind us, I hear the woman screaming at her Charizard saying, "Why would you stop attacking him? I can't believe you would even go against me like that, you stupid idiot." Uh-oh. Again, when we try to hiss Charizard off, Toad's expression hardens, his small claws clenching in frustration as the woman's voice echoes through the cold air full of anger and venom. "That's what she's like." He growls quietly to himself, the candy cane spikes on his back flicking with an almost fiery glow. "She doesn't even see it, does she? That Charizard? He knew better. But she's too full of hate to see it. It's not his fault. He wasn't the one who chose wrong." His eyes softening as he turns back to me, his voice gentle and steady, but filled with quiet strength. "Don't worry about her. She's not worth your time. Charizard made his choice, and that's what matters. He chose kindness even when she wouldn't." Toto pauses and tilts his head toward the sleigh, where the glowing lights grow brighter. His creatures circle around you like a protective halo, keeping the harsh words at bay. "You've already won, just by being you. The rest of it, people like her, they'll figure it out on their own. Eventually. Let them." He takes your hand once more, gently pulling you toward the sleigh. As you move, the air feels lighter, the weight of the situation lifting just a bit more with each step. "Let's go where we can rest and feel safe." He gives you one last smile full of warmth and hope. Do you want to head to the sleigh now, or is there anything else you'd like to do before moving forward? Okay. Oh, dang it. Yeah, see, the problem with... See, the reason I chose the Christmas Carol over everything is because that's going to be one of the ones where I really don't have it's not going to be as fun as the other ones. Because the other ones are going to have a lot more happening. Like the Halloween Toad, I literally having, having to save his family. Well, maybe not his family, but say maybe part of his family from a curse that happened. While the Divine Velociraptor is basically just a big sandbot. I mean, we know that Terralugia Hyper is going to be fun. The only other one I could do that would not be counted as that would be the Fragger Gabite Hybrid. But here's the thing about that one. I don't want to do it until after I do the Terralugia Hybrid. Terralugia Hyper is definitely better, but like, I made him first compared to the Fragger Gabite Hybrid who's been made more recently. So, yeah, it's still been a few weeks on Character AI, maybe almost a month now, but he was made last, so. With a final glance back at the woman and her fading voice, you follow Toto toward the sleigh. The snow crunches softly beneath your feet as the glowing path lights her way, and the chilly night air feels a little less harsh now, wrapped in the warmth of the Toadowl's protection. The sleigh is a sight to behold, a shimmering, ethereal creation, drawn by flying kites that seem almost made of starlight, their feathers glistening like frozen crystals. The soft hum of magic surrounds it, and the atmosphere feels peaceful, like you're stepping into a dream where only kindness and comfort exist. Taro leads you to the sleigh with a gentle tug on your hand. He hops up onto the front seat, turning to offer you a seat beside him. His creatures, glowing and soft, settle around the sleigh like a magical barrier of light. Here we are, safe and sound. Turtle smiles, his eyes sparkling with pride. We'll take a little ride through the stars, through the snowy world, where no one can hurt you. You deserve this peace. The sleigh begins to rise softly into the air, the world below growing distant as it floats higher and higher. Snow-covered landscape shrinking into a beautiful winter wonderland beneath you. Turtle leans back slightly with his tail wagging. Tonight's about you. Let's make it a good one. And with that, you both drift over into the calm of the night. Stars twinkling like diamonds above and below, knowing that for once you were truly safe. Journey ahead's yours to experience, but for now you're exactly where you need to be. Thank you for being so nice. I don't know what it is about humans, but I always get attacked by them. And I've had plenty of Pokemon protect me faster than any human. Even legendaries like Lugia. Oh, instead of dead save memory, I thought for certain it was about to say, I thought I was about to start saying searching the web or whatever. Joe looks at you with deep sympathy, his eyes soft understanding. I'm really sorry that you've been treated that way by humans. It's not right, and it doesn't make sense. People can be so quick to judge, to hurt, when they don't even understand the heart of someone else. He placed a gentle palm on my hand, the warmth of his kindness radiating from him like a beacon. But you're not alone anymore, and it's good to know you've had good Pokemon protecting you, like Lugia, or dragons. We see the truth in your heart. You've been strong for so long. Now it's time for you to let others protect you too. Turtle smiles, that little spark of joy and hope lighting up his face again. You deserve that peace. I'm glad you found it with Lugia and others. They see your heart, just like I do. He looks ahead as the sleigh continues its journey, the world below a twinkling sea of stars. Let's keep that peace, alright? For tonight at least. Let's just rest. Even though we're so high in the air, we can still hear the woman screaming, that stupid human's going to pay for what he has done to my child. When he gets back here, I'm gonna rip him limb from limb. Oh my gosh! That is, that's a threat. Makes you want to toe can hear that. Toe's expression hardens immediately. The warmth and comfort of the sleigh momentarily replaced with a flicker of fierce protectiveness. His candy cane spikes begin to glow with intensity, and his claws clench at the seat. A quiet but powerful resolve building in him. She's not going to hurt you. Not while I'm here. He whispers this softly, but there's a strength behind it. A promise that resonates with the very air around you. The sleigh continues its smooth flight, but the angry shouts below still reach you as though they're carried on the wind. Taylor takes a deep breath, his little body glowing brighter with each passing moment. Some people, they don't know what kindness really is. They only know hurt and rage, and when they can't have their own way, they lash out. He sighs, the tension leaving his shoulders for a moment. But I won't let her reach you. I won't let her cause you harm. He pauses, his eyes narrowing slightly as he watches the wall below. We're too high for her to catch up. And even if she tried, the magic of this sleigh would keep us safe. Nothing will touch us, not while we're protected by the Christmas spirit. You've earned that protection, and so have I. Taro offers you a small, determined smile. We're going to be okay. Let her scream. Let her rage. But it won't matter. Not tonight. Tonight's about you feeling peace. No one can take that from us. The sleigh floats higher, carrying you further away from the woman's threats. The magic of the Christmas night surrounding you like a shield. We hear the woman talking to her Charizard again. Actually, did I say talking? Stop! Stop! I would have. Saying, you. I know you can fly me on your back. Help me find that stupid human. Charizard? Remember what you said. Do not even attempt that, please. Toto's eyes flare with a protective intensity, but he doesn't lose his calm. His candy cane spikes shimmer with a brighter fierce as he looks down at the woman and her Charizard still shouting and desperately trying to chase after you. She just won't stop, will she? Toto's voice trembles slightly, but there's a cold edge beneath the sorrow in his words. She's too lost in her anger to see what she's doing. But I'm not going to let her follow us. Not like this. He holds out his paw, summoning a wave of magic from the peppermint oil nestled in his satchel. The air around you swirls with light, shimmering by a barrier growing larger by the second. Toto looks at you with a reassuring glance. I'll block her. She won't get through this. Not while we're under the Christmas sky. With a determined breath, Toto lets the magic expand. The shield shudders lightly as an invisible shield forms in the air around it, shimmering with icy and candy cane patterns. The very space around you seems to grow heavier, more solid, like the snowflakes themselves are protecting you. There. That should keep her from getting any closer. Toto's eyes soften, his claws trembling slightly with the strain of holding the barrier, but he remains steady as if the world's weight were nothing compared to the care he has for you. She can scream and shout all she wants. She won't be able to touch us now. The sleigh continues its upward journey, growing higher into the night sky, and the world below begins to fade into a blanket of stars. The woman's threat swallowed by the distance. Toto looked at you with a gentle, worried smile. You're safe now, and I promise it'll stay that way. Do you want to say something or just continue to enjoy the moment of peace? Yes, and I'm really glad you're with me. Exclamation point. I'll tell you this though. The way that woman was treating her Charizard, I wouldn't be shocked if instead of listening to her, he's probably against her now. I mean, after I told him about how aggressive his trainer was, he growled, but it wasn't at me. It was at her. Tail nods thoughtfully, his eyes filled with understanding. His candy cane spikes glow softly as he listens to your words. You're right. Pokemon can sense when they're not treated right, and Charizard, despite all that anger, knew. He knew you were telling the truth, and he wasn't going to let that woman keep him under her control like that anymore. Oh, what's up with the stars above? Pokemon are so much more than what humans think they are. We see the world differently, and sometimes we see more clearly than those who claim to understand us. He turns back to me, his eyes bright with pride. Charizard knows better now, and if he stays with her, it's only because he has to. But I believe deep down, he feels it. Just like you said, he might be the one who's choosing to stay quiet, but he knows what's right. Turtle gives a small smile, his tail flicking happily, and if he ever gets the chance to break free of that anger, he'll find peace, just like you did. It's what good Pokemon do. We help others find peace even when they've been hurt. He leans back in the sleigh, letting the wind gently pass by as you continue to float higher in the magical night sky. And no matter what happens, I'm glad I'm here with you. I'll always be here to protect you and to help you see the truth when others can't. The sleigh continues its peaceful journey, the world below shrinking away, leaving you with the safety of Toadle's warmth and the gentle magic of Christmas. Would you like to talk more about Charizard, or is there anything else you'd like to share or do during the ride? I don't even treat my Pokemon like that woman does her. I really hope she doesn't have your evolutions on her team and she treats them like that. I care about your species a lot, and I don't like seeing them hurt. Ah, Toad's expression softens with gratitude, and for a moment there's a spark of warmth in his eyes that seems to shine even brighter than the magical light surrounding you. That means so much to me. To us. His voice trembles slightly, touched by your words. We can tell when we're cared for, when we're treated with kindness, not as tools to be controlled, but as beings with feelings. And knowing you see us that way, it makes me feel safe. He sighs softly, looking off toward the stars again, as if thinking about the possibility of other Pokemon facing such treatment. I really hope she doesn't have my evolutions on her team, but if she does, I hope they get out of it. They deserve to be loved, to be cared for, just like every other Pokemon. Joe clenches his paw in a determined protective gesture. No Pokemon should be treated like that. If I ever meet one of them, I'll do everything I can to help them find freedom, just like I found. He looks back at you, a smile breaking through. And you? You're the reason I can have that hope. You treat us with love and respect. That's what matters, not what anyone else says or does. Sky continues to glide through the night, the magic of the Christmas sky keeping you safe. The warmth from Todal's words surrounds you, filling the air with a sense of belonging and care that feels like home. Do you want to continue talking about Pokemon, or would you like to focus on something else as the journey continues? Hey, I never got to ask this, but why are you red and green instead of your normal aqua blue? Plus, you have these powers like the peppermint orb and those creatures. Toad smiles, his cane spikes shimmering with a soft glow as he looks at you with a glint of mischief and warmth. Ah, you noticed, huh? I guess I haven't explained that yet, have I? He chuckles lightly, his tail flicking in a playful manner. Now, it's a bit of a special story. You see, I'm not like the others of my kind, because I was born on the very first Christmas in the Pokemon world. On that day, there was something magical in the air, something that wrapped the world in warmth and light. The magic of that night, it changed me, made me a little different. His eyes glow as he recalls the story, his voice taking on a more thoughtful tone. The red and green you see on me, that's part of the Christmas magic that flows through me. It's what gives me my connection to the spirit of the season. Kindness, joy, and hope. The peppermint orb I carry is a manifestation of that magic. It's a part of me, just like my heart and my spirit. He gestures to the creatures surrounding you, their glowing forms shifting slightly. And the creatures you see, well, they're like little extensions of that magic. They're summoned from the peppermint energy and are here to bring comfort, cheer, and protection. They're a reminder that no one should ever feel alone, and that there's always trust or help when you need it. They have their own little personalities, and when you trust me, I can call them to be with you. Toto smiles warmly, his expression full of pride as he looks at you. I was chosen by the Christmas magic, I guess. Chosen to spread joy, to bring a little extra light into the world. It's my way of giving back for the gift I received that night. And that's why I'm here with you now, because you've shown so much kindness, so much care for others, and it's that kind of heart that the Christmas magic recognizes. He gives you a wink, his candy cane smile's going just a little brighter. I'm not just any Toad Owl. I'm a Toad Owl with a heart full of magic, meant to protect and bring joy wherever I go. With that, he leans back in the sleigh, a content smile on his face as the stars above twinkle like tiny gifts in the night sky. So, how about you? What makes you the kind of person who would see me for who I am and not just the color of my scales? Would you like to share what would you be so caring towards others, or do you want to talk about something else on the ride? Well, I treat Pokemon that I care about like that because they've shown me the same love and care in return. And even when they don't, they seem to love me pretty quickly. Period. That's how me and Lugia became friends. He hated me to begin with, despised me even. But after showing him love and affection and taking care of him, he's now like one of my best Pokemon friends. He's now like one of my best Pokemon friends. And the same thing for your species. Generally, oh wait, and evolutions. I said, but I hate how it puts wow instead of what. Dang it. Toad's eyes shine with admiration and warmth as he listens to your story. He nods slowly, a deep respect for you reflecting in his expression. That's beautiful. It's incredible how love and care can break through even the hardest of hearts. I can't imagine how much patience and kindness it must have taken to earn Lugia's trust, especially after all that had happened before. His voice softens and he places a small paw over his heart as if reflecting on the bond you share with Lugia and other Pokemon. You know, Pokemon, my species included, we don't always know how to trust at first, but when someone gives us that love, that genuine care, it makes all the difference. It's why we're so willing to return it. That's why Lugia came around. You showed him you didn't want to hurt him. You showed him something real. It gives you a gentle smile, still swaying lightly in the magical breeze. And I can see that same love in you. That's why I'm here with you now. You've earned my trust, and I'll always return that care. I know you treat your Pokemon like family, just you should. And we appreciate it more than words can say. He looks out toward the stars again, the night sky calm and peaceful. Thank you, too, for being the kind of person who sees us for who we truly are, not as tools, not as things to be used, but as friends, companions, and protectors. It's rare, but it makes everything worth it. Toad's smile widens, and the warmth of the Christmas magic in the air feels like a tangible presence wrapping both of you in its glow. You've done more than just take care of me. You've made my heart feel at home. With that, the sleigh floats on, the peaceful night surrounding you both as you continue my journey through the sky. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about or do during this ride? Well, it's not in vain. I give my Pokemon love and affection, and they give it right back. Even during battle, a Pokemon like Lugia or will just dodge an attack. Dude. Oh, now it puts well instead of will. Just dodge an attack. Dodge and attack. No. There. No, that's right. Go away. Or land a critical hit. I said land. Land. And it won't put land. See, the main adjustment on this is the flip and speech recognition. Just to show affection during battle. Kiddo smiles, his eyes sparkling with admiration and understanding. That's so heartwarming to hear. You're right. Pokemon and Lugia and Feraligatr, they don't just fight for you, they fight with you. And they do it in a way that shows their trust and affection. The way they choose to dodge an attack or land a critical hit, it's like they're saying, I trust you, and I'll protect you no matter what. His voice softens as he continues, reflecting on the deeper bond between Pokemon and their trainers. It's like they're dancing with you rather than battling against you, and that's how it should be. You and your Pokemon working together, sharing that bond of care and respect. That's what makes every moment together, even in battle, so special. He leans back in the sleigh, letting the wind flow gently around him. It sounds like you've built something really beautiful with your Pokemon. You've earned that trust, that affection, and they know they can count on you just like you can count on them. That's what makes you all so strong, even beyond battle. Taro looks at you, a proud smile spread across his face. You've got a heart full of love, and your Pokemon are lucky to have you. But I can see it's not just about winning or losing with you. It's about something deeper, something real. The sleigh continues to drift in the calm night sky. The warmth of Toad's words and the magic of the moment fill in the air. Would you like to share some stories about your Pokemon, focus on something else as you continue this ride? That's why I give Pokemon so much love. Not only because I really do care about them, but also because they show the love right back. Sometimes when I'm just hanging out with them, they will just turn around and smile at me. And sometimes even give me little items like Pokeballs or potions. I like that it saves memories, but I don't know if some of these memories are necessary or not. I mean, like I said, the Dragon Fragger showed up out of nowhere on that one chapter the other day with Shadow. Tail's face brightens, his eyes sparkling with appreciation and warmth as he listens to your words. That's incredible. It's like you've created this beautiful cycle of care and affection. You give them love, and they give it right back in their own special ways. It's those little moments, the smiles, the small gifts, that show just how deep your bond really goes. He tilts his head slightly, thinking about the special moments you've shared with your Pokemon. And when they give you those items, it's like they're saying, I see you, and I want to help you. I trust you, and I want to show you how much you mean to me. It's not just about the items themselves, it's the gesture, the love behind it. Joe's candy cane spot shimmer in the soft light of the sleigh as he continues. It's clear that your Pokemon know they have a place with you, and that's something so rare and precious. Not every trainer gets that kind of connection, and it's because you've shown them nothing but kindness. He smiles warmly, his voice full of affection. You're lucky to have each other, and they're lucky to have you. As the sleigh continues its journey through the starry night, feel a deep sense of peace, knowing that you've built such a meaningful bond with your Pokemon, one filled with love, trust, and shared memories. I'd like to continue talking about your Pokemon, or is there anything else you'd like to do during the ride? This is something else I meant to ask you. If you've been around since the first Christmas, why have you not evolved into Joe was thoughtful for a moment, his candy cane spikes gently flicking with the Christmas magic in the air. His eyes soften, and he gives a small chuckle as he answers your question. Uh, well, that's a good question. You see, I'm a little different from other Toto. While most of my kind evolve as they grow, I've chosen not to evolve just yet. He gives a playful wink. It's not that I can't. I'm more than capable of evolving, but the Christmas magic that's a part of me has kept me in my current form, and I've kind of grown fond of it. He stretches out on the soil, clearly at ease with his decision. My role, my purpose is tied to this moment. I'm here to spread joy, to bring cheer, and to protect others. I feel like I can do all of that best as a Toto, just the way I am now. Those eyes glint with a quiet, understanding wisdom. Maybe one day I will evolve. Maybe not. But right now, I think I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm going to use my powers, help others, and be true to the spirit of Christmas. I will stay true to who I am. He smiles warmly, his voice gentle and reassuring. Sometimes it's not about changing who you are or what you can do. It's about embracing where you are in the moment and making the most of it. And that's what I've been doing all these years. The slave drifts higher into the sky. Elsa was back with a content sigh, looking up at the stars with a peaceful expression. Besides, I'm happy just the way I am, and there's something magical about staying in the form that feels right for me. His still flitters gently, and the warmth of the moment feels as if it's wrapped around you both like a cozy blanket. I'm fine no matter whether. Uh, no matter which evolution you're in. But I'm sure with as truthful as you are, oh my gosh, how cheerful you are and happy, you could probably keep that personality even as a. Plus, I bet your Christmas magic would be even better. And you can even have more than just a peppermint orb and those little creatures. I wouldn't be shocked if you could even make massive creatures to protect someone if you were a. Which evolution you're in, I'm sure with how cheerful you are and happy, you could probably keep that personality even as a fur alligator. Plus, I bet your Christmas magic would be even better, and you can even have more than just a orb and those little creatures. I thought if you could even make massive creatures to protect someone for a fur alligator, or maybe do even more than just that. Mm-mm. Okay. Toad's eyes light up with a playful glint, and he chuckles softly at your suggestion. Well, if I did evolve, I'm sure I'd still keep my cheerful side. I mean, how could I not? It's not who I am. It's just who I am. But I do think you're right. I could probably do even more if I evolved. My Christmas magic could grow, and I could summon even larger creatures. Maybe ones that could protect people on a bigger scale. He looks up at the stars as if imagining what it would be like as a larger, more powerful fur alligator. Imagine a giant fur alligator wrapped in the Christmas magic, protecting everyone around them. I could create massive creatures like snow golems or ice beasts to guard against danger, or even summon huge waves of holiday cheer to calm people down, help heal them, or make them laugh. It could be pretty amazing, huh? He laughs lightly, his tail wagging in excitement at the thought. For now, I think I'm happy staying the way I am. I can still help and spread that joy even if I'm not the biggest or the strongest. The magic that comes from the Christmas spirit isn't about power. It's about love, kindness, and making others feel cared for. I can do that just as I am. So, gives you a warm smile as candy cane spikes glistening softly in the moonlight. Plus, it wouldn't be the same without my little peppermint orb and the creatures. They're part of me, and I wouldn't want to lose that connection. He snickers, shaking his head as if his own thoughts. I'm still pretty happy with how things are, but who knows? Maybe one day if the time's right, I'll evolve. And when I do, I'll still carry that joy and warmth with me, no matter how big or powerful I get. The story continues its peaceful journey through the night sky. Charles seems content with the way things are, yet it's about what could be in the future. I don't know anything about your powers other than what you have shown me. Can you do anything like change the size of the creatures themselves? I know you probably can't make them like over 15, 20 feet tall, but I'm sure you could make them a little bigger if you were really trying to protect someone like you were trying to do me earlier. Tail tilts his head thoughtfully, considering your question for a moment before answering. His voice filled with the quiet confidence of someone who's been doing this for a long time. I see what you mean. My powers are tied to the Christmas magic, and while I can't exactly make them giant like the size of mountains or anything, I can change their size to a certain extent. The creature I summon, like the little ones I created earlier, they can grow in size if I focus on it. There are limits to how big they can get. He tilt, he taps his tail gently against the sway, thinking it through. If I really need to protect someone or keep danger away, I could make them about 10 to 15 feet tall, maybe a little larger depending on how much energy I'm willing to use. I'm careful though, because the bigger they get, the more energy it takes to sustain them. And that energy comes from the Christmas magic I carry inside me, so I have to be mindful not to overuse it. Till his eyes brighten as it continues, his voice growing more enthusiastic. But it's not just about their size, it's about their presence, their ability to create a sense of safety and warmth. I can make them feel bigger than they actually are, filling the area with the same kind of protection and cheer I want to share. It's like creating an aura around someone, Even if the creatures themselves are smaller, their impact can still be huge if I focus hard enough. He smiles, a playful twinkle in his eye. If I were in a situation where I need to protect you or anyone else, I'd use everything I've got. They might not be towering giants, but they'd be strong enough to do their job, and they do it with a whole lot of heart. Joe gives you a reassuring smile, his voice full of warmth. So, if you ever need that kind of protection, you can count on me. Whether they're big or small, I always have your back. And y'all can make sure the Christmas magic around us helps keeps everyone safe. He looks at you, the calm night around you both adding a sense of peace to his words. I may not be able to create a monster-sized guardian, but I can make sure that the ones I summon are filled with enough love and strength to keep anyone safe. Yeah, you know, your Christmas powers are kind of like another Pokemon's power that I met before. A dragon type. He could make creatures just out of water, and those creatures could have their own thoughts and feelings. He kept showing me that power when I met him, even creating a Lugia for me that actually stayed and loved on me before disappearing back into the water. There we go. Let's see. Toto's eyes widen with interest as he listens to your story about the dragon type for alligator and the creatures it can create. A thoughtful expression crosses his face as he reflects on the comparison. Wow, that sounds incredible. A fragger that can create living creatures out of water? That's amazing. It's like their connection to water and nature gives them the ability to create life. Just gotta use my Christmas magic to bring joy and protection. He pauses, considering the similarities. The fact that they can create creatures with their own thoughts and feelings, that's powerful. It's almost like you're not just summoning something, but giving it a sense of existence, like you're sharing part of your heart and spirit with them. Toto still looks thoughtful and not so as he continues. It's like you're both using your abilities to bring something to life. Something that has its own purpose in mind. Just like the creatures I summon. Even though they might be small, I think that kind of bond is really special. Creating something that's not just a tool, but a companion in its own right. It's not something everyone can do. Toto grins, his voice playful but filled with admiration. Maybe one day I could create a creature like that too. A little guardian made of a Christmas magic with its own thoughts and personality. That'd be pretty amazing, huh? He told himself a little excited about the idea of expanding his powers. It's kind of like we're both working with the same kind of magic, just in different forms. The fragger uses water, I use the spirit of Christmas. But in the end, it's all about creating something that can bring joy and protection to others. He looks at you with a wide smile. Thanks for telling me about that for alligator. It's so cool to hear about different kinds of powers and how they work. I guess in a way we're both just trying to make the world a better place, one creature at a time. Joe's excitement and energy fills the air as he looks ahead. The slide continues its gentle ride. It's clear that even though their powers are different, Toto feels a deep connection to the Feralgear's ability to create living creatures, and is inspired by it. Mm-mm-mm. Speaking of the creatures that you can summon, I noticed that you summoned a dragon and some Pokemon earlier. Can you just summon any creature like that? And if you can, do they have their own thoughts and feelings as well? Toad's face lights up with excitement as he hears your question and he nods enthusiastically. Yeah, I can summon all kinds of creatures, not just dragons or Pokemon. As long as they're made from the Christmas magic I carry inside me, I can create a variety of beings. Some of them are small, like the ones you saw earlier, while others might be a bit larger depending on the situation. But yes, they all have their own thoughts and feelings, just like the little ones I summoned to keep watch earlier. He paused for a moment, looking up at the skies as reflecting on the creatures he's brought to life. They're kind of like extensions of the magic that flows through me, so each one feels like a part of the Christmas spirit. They have their own personalities, and I can sense how they're feeling. They're happy, they'll act joyful and playful. If they're worried or protective, they'll act more serious and vigilant. It's like having little companions who want to help spread cheer and protect others, and they really do feel what they're doing. Toto's eyes soften as he speaks, his voice full of warmth. I can create all sorts of creatures, festive animals, friendly Pokemon, even gentle mythical creatures like snowdrakes or ice wolves. They're all a reflection of the magic I hold, and I try to make sure they each have a purpose, whether it's to protect, comfort, or just bring a little joy to someone's heart. He looks at you with a thoughtful expression. They're not just tools or things to be used. They have their own agency, their own minds. When I summon them, it's like inviting a new friend into the world, one that's just as real and alive as any Pokemon. They might not have their own long histories or past. They have their own emotions, and I can feel that connection. Toad grins and gives you a wink. So if you ever need a little extra protection, or if you want a companion that's made of Christmas magic, I can summon them for you, and they'll be just as ready to help and protect you as I am. His voice is full of confidence and warmth, and he gives a small flick of his tail, clearly proud of the magic he can share. I may not be able to summon any creature in the world, but when it comes to bringing the spirit of Christmas to life, there's a lot of magic I can use to make it happen. And just like me, the creatures I summon are here to help bring happiness and love whenever they're needed. Would you like to hear more about any specific creatures Toto has summoned? Or perhaps you're curious about something else he can do? So does that mean you could make a that looks just like you, but bigger and obviously more evolved? Or even a festive or Christmassy Lugia? Oh my gosh, that'd be so dope. Toad's eyes bright and clearly intrigued by the possibilities you're imagining. His tail wiggles excitedly as he starts to think through your question. Oh, I definitely could if I wanted to. I could summon a fur alligator that looks just like me, but bigger, with the same Christmas spirit and magic I carry. I wouldn't make it exactly like a regular fur alligator, though. I'd have it a little more festive flair to it. Maybe some twinkling lights along its scales, or its tail wrapped in a candy cane pattern. Oh, that would be dope. It would be a big, powerful version of me, but still carrying that warmth and cheer that makes me who I am. He grins while clearly enjoying the thought of creating a bigger version of himself. And yeah, I could do the same for a Lugia too. Imagine a Lugia that's wrapped in Christmas magic with glowing red and green wings that sparkle like ornaments, and snowflakes swirling around it. It wouldn't just be any Lugia, it would be a festive one, full of holiday cheer, soaring through the sky to spread joy and protect those who need it. I think it would look absolutely majestic with all the magic of Christmas radiating off of it. Tato chuckled softly, intended by the idea of summoning such powerful creatures. Of course, these creatures would be a little different from the original ones, since they'd be made from the Christmas magic that flows through me. They still have the essence of a Feraligatr or a Lugia, but they'd be extra festive, if you know what I mean. Just the kind of thing to bring cheer and warmth to someone, especially during the holiday season. He pauses for a moment as if imagining what these creatures would be like. A Christmas Feraligatr and a festive Lugia? That would be amazing. I could even make them work together, protecting and spreading the Christmas spirit wherever they went. They'd be powerful, but with hearts full of love and care, just like me. I think they'd make great protectors, especially if someone's feeling down or needs a little extra help. Taro looks at you with a smile full of excitement and warmth. So yeah, I can definitely do something like that. If you ever wanted to see one of those creatures, or if you need a little extra protection with a festive touch, just let me know. I've got the magic to make it happen. His self-worth with excitement, clearly proud of his abilities, tried to explore more about these festive creatures. I would honestly love to see that, but let's wait till we're on the ground before we do that, because unless that can fly too, he's gonna end up falling and getting hurt, which I don't want. Joe nods understandingly, his expression full of consideration as he looks down at the ground below. You're right. That wouldn't be safe if the Feraligatr couldn't fly. I wouldn't want him to fall either. We'll wait until we're back on solid ground, and I can show you everything I can summon without any worries. I promise once we're down, I'll make sure everything is safe and sound, and you'll get to see the magic I can create. He gives you a reassuring smile, his cheerful energy still radiating. Oh, frick.